Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, feel free to look around. I am Clumzy and I post Fortnite tips and tricks video to help you improve at the game. Today's topic is going to be how to improve at endgames. And in this video, I will show you multiple ways that you can tremendously improve your endgame skills, but I'll also be giving you guys tips and talking about rotations and things like that. So if you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing as it does help me out a lot. And without further ado, let's get right into it. First, what does it mean to be good in endgames? Being strong in endgames means you have good awareness, you know how to rotate, conserve materials, and when to go for kills. Now, whether you are trying to improve in solos, duos, or other modes, this video should help you out a ton. Here's how I'm making this video. The first thing I'll be discussing is the best practice strategies, basically what you should be playing to improve in endgames, and then the other half of the video, I will tell you guys so many tips, so many things about rotations, awareness, tarping. Trust me guys, this guide has it all, so make sure to watch till the end if you don't want to miss anything. I'm going to start with the obvious, Bugha's late game mode. Basically, if you don't know about this by now, it's a mode where you start with a loadout at the end circle, I think the 4th or 3rd, not too sure, but the point is there's 60 players when the game starts and a very small zone, basically dropping you right into the action. Why is this so good? Because you don't go into the beginning phase of the game, and the end games are stacked with 60 players, so it's perfect for practice and just saving time. It will improve your awareness, fighting under pressure, rotating. It will really force you into those situations which are very difficult, so playing this will definitely be worth it. Now, a couple of tips I do have when you're playing this is like that you should land somewhere and box up first, then think about what you're going to do. You can W key, but there will be a lot of third parties, so what I do is chill until like 10 or 20 people die, because they usually die pretty quick, and then I start to W key, and then towards at the end game when it's getting like very late, then you want to focus on rotations and really getting that win. So that is the first way, play lots of Bugha's late game arena mode. Secondly is by playing Discord Scrim servers. This is another method that you can use. There's multiple Scrim servers. In the description I will have multiple links for multiple regions. They will be for different discords and that you can join, and basically what you do is just click the link in my description for one of the discords, and they will have all the rules, all the information, how to play, and everything you really need to know. I do recommend doing these as they tend to be more sweaty and more challenging than Bugha's late game, which is what we're looking for, as because that's what's gonna make us better at the game, by challenging yourself. This doesn't drop you right into the end game, but there are rules like I mentioned, but be aware because some people are rule breakers, so make sure to record or clip, so if you do get sabotaged you can report them and get them banned. Now, these are the two main ways you should use to improve yourself. Now, I do have an extra way you can improve. Now, I don't recommend playing this one, and pretty much everyone knows this. It's not the best way to really improve or maximize your improvement. But let's say you hate the two options that I mentioned, then you could play Zone Wars in creative. It's just not the best if you're looking to seriously improve. If you are going to do it, I suggest finding realistic ones so you can get the most out of your practice. Now, let's talk about rotations. When it comes to rotations, there's really two things to understand: how the zones work and how to rotate effectively. Now, most people should know how zones work. There are 9 zones total in the game. 6th, 7th, and 8th zones are all moving and move in a straight line. The 9th zone moves randomly and then closes. The best way to effectively rotate is by first having lots of mats ready for endgame. But even then, let's say you don't, mobility is your best bet when rotating in endgame. The meta changes from time to time, and so does items. Some get vaulted and some get unvaulted. As of now, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 8 in the competitive modes like Arena, these are the currently best mobility items to have. You have launch pads, shadow floppers, and you could use a car depending on how stacked it is, but with a car be careful because you could get beamed, so I recommend having launch pads or shadow floppers. If you have those in endgames, not only will you be able to conserve so many materials, you'll be able to get out of bad positions and situations where you're getting hard focused. Another extremely important thing you should be doing in endgames is staying ahead of zones. Be the first one if you can. Now, this will give you so much time over everyone else that is pressured by zone. You can get in your box, right? Box up early and spray all the people who are in bad positions, and it's just all free kills. You can get impact kills, you can get refreshes. So rotating late is the worst thing you can do, as you can easily get stuck in zone or just sprayed because you're just a free kill. However, there's some exceptions. If you have low mats or run out of mats completely, or maybe you don't have mobility, then rotating early is not the best idea. Also, just because you want to be ahead of zone doesn't mean rotate the second you see the next zone on the map. This is bad as you can get beamed as well by many players while you're rotating super early. The next thing we need to discuss is awareness. This is extremely important to have if you want to win those competitive arena games or cash cups. What is awareness? Having awareness means you know what's going on around you the whole time. During endgames, it's stacked. There's a lot of players, so if you're clueless, consider yourself dead. In endgames, you must be aware of so many things. Who's launch padding near you, Can you take advantage of it? Who is around you? Is someone pressuring your box without you knowing? Is someone on your builds? Can you easily catch someone off guard and get a refresh? There's a lot, and the best way to improve your awareness, well, step 1, have a decent headset. And your volume should be loud enough in order to hear footsteps and the important sounds you need to be hearing. Now, it's important to just play a lot and put yourself in endgames and get as much experience as possible. Why do you think the pros are where they are? It's not just mechanics. These guys have so much experience that they don't need to think about it anymore. It just comes fluidly to them. First, when you're playing, you need to think. Don't be brain dead and spam into someone's box. At first, it'll be hard because you need to make fast decisions and react quickly, and you might not know what to do, but over time, you'll build knowledge because you're getting lots of experience. Anytime you die because you were unaware of something, slow down, stop and think. Every person thinks it's all about speed and how smooth your builds are, how fast you can edit. Take your time and really think about your next move, what's happening around you. That's the best advice I can give you. The final thing I want to mention is tunneling. Now, I'm not going to spend much time on this, but it's a very important skill that you should be practicing and you need to have it mastered. If you need help with this, check out the video I made. I show 5 types of useful tunnels and guide you through all the ways. It should be at the top right of your screen right here. Now guys, that was a lot of information. So just to recap, I showed you 3 ways that you can improve your endgame skills. Bugha's late game arena, Discord scrims, and zone wars, but I don't recommend it because it's not the best. I also give you many tips and a lot of advice on how to rotate, have better awareness. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.